For the first time ever on a Krazy Ken episode, we are doing a dual installation sensation. Popularity contest. I've never been good at those. Oh yeah! Psychedelic colors! That should be simple, that should just work. Now I just need to hijack an Ethernet cord. Come on, focus, focus. And got it. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh boy! Oh, they're after me! Hey guys, how you all doing? Really? That's just great. You know what? I was doing great until about 5 seconds ago because I realized the computer I wanted to experiment with today does not have a Wi-Fi card, and it's going to make things a little bit difficult. Because I wanted to install an old version of Ubuntu made for PowerPC on here, but I kind of want to do it with network access. Otherwise, it's like, whoa, whoopee. So yeah, not being able to connect this to the internet kind of sucks. I just realized, like, right before I started the tech video log that, hey, there's actually not an airport card in here. Bummer. And yeah, 10 stories underground, it's kind of hard to run Ethernet down here too, so I actually have jack shit. However, I'm going to try to find a cable, drill through the ceiling, go up 10 stories, and wire it up to the government's router. I'll be right back.
Oh, Nelly. Oh, look at that. There's a spider in my cable box. Is it alive? Hello, little spider. Ah! Oh, was that gravity that did that? Hello, little spider. You dead? All right, let's see if we can find that Ethernet cable.
Okay, well, I couldn't find anything in that bin, and that's pretty much all of my possessions, so yeah, I'm going to plan B, because I want to install this, but I want to have network access, so here's plan B. This iBook has an airport card in it, so we'll be able to use the internet, but even better, I have this 804 disk, but I also have this beautiful 10.10 disk, yes, and I thought, you know, what a better way to celebrate today, which is the Ubuntu 18.10 release day, than with a vintage Ubuntu PowerPC installation. So we're gonna install both versions of Ubuntu on 2 vintage Macs because we can. Let's get started. All right, so I set my little iBook over here. I'm just gonna start on the iMac. The iMac is going to get version 804. The iBook is gonna get version 1010. Now, I believe I used this disk once before, but it has been a long ass time. And I think in terms of the operating systems currently on this computer, I have, oh, it looks like I have a drive called macOS 9 Lives, but there's nothing in here. Would I really have named the hard drive macOS 9 Lives? What? How old? Latest backup, October 15, 2011. Yeah, I have a feeling I haven't really touched this computer lately. I don't remember much of what I've done on this thing. Holy cow, that was a long time ago. But yeah, it looks like we have OS 9 applications on here. So there's probably an OS 9 system alongside Leopard here. And then we have this drive, which is just basically nothing. So I'll probably format that to be the Linux installation. Okay, let's reboot and see what happens. It could start on fire, but please don't, because there's not much ventilation 10 stories underground. We're gonna hold down the trusty Option key to load up the boot picker. I believe that is the official name of this screen, the boot picker. Ah, listen to that CD, oh yeah. There we go, we got our little penguin. Which, you know, honestly, that's a cool thing about these old PowerPC computers. Like, it could tell you if you had a Linux CD in there. Now, by default, the boot picker just says Windows. For, like, any other CD you insert or flash drive, it just says Windows. So, all right, and return. Let's do this. Oh, it just started going by itself. Okay, so anyway, I guess I didn't have to do anything. I don't remember this part. I've done this, I think, once before on a different computer, but again, that was many moons ago. Well, I can hear it doing stuff. I can't see anything, but it's making noise. So, while that's loading, I'm just gonna kind of shove you to the side, and then we're gonna start on the iBook, because for the first time ever on a Krazy Ken episode, we are doing a dual installation sensation. World record. Okay, so of course, right when I go to set up this iBook here, the CD loads. Oh yeah, this is really nostalgic. This is coming back to me. I mean, that's definitely some kind of bird. Yeah. Okay, the current date is 1904, so apparently there's a flux capacitor in this computer. I'm just kidding. Since this is a dual installation sensation, let's just boot this guy up right now. While this one loads, this one will boot up, and again, this one has Wi-Fi in it, so we should be able to have a lot more fun with the interwebs. Let's see, well, it's not 1904. We're just gonna scroll all the way to 2018. Almost there. And boom! Right on 2018. Yes, all those arcade games for tickets and all that shit, eating up my tokens, are paying off. I'm learning timing. Yes, this is good. Susie Orman, you are denied! I bet you this clock is all effed up too. Yeah. Yeah, the clocks on these things are probably like way effed up because the batteries are probably totally dead. Over here, you know, let's brighten you up. We need to brighten up the day. I don't know if that's as bright as it gets. I'm sorry. Poor old little LCD. So, well, let's just take a look here. Just gonna bounce back and forth a little bit. Let's see, clock. Date and time, there we go. December 31st, 1969. Because this is probably set for the Central Time Zone. CST, Central Standard Time, is GMT -6. There you go, -6, so we're at 6 p.m. So normally it would be January 1st, 1970, the beginning of the Unix clock, I believe is how that works. Oh, you know what? That makes sense now. I think I got it, because the Unix clock started in 1970. Like, that's when the date started for it. I believe it was that day. So, 32-bit. If it's a 32-bit signed integer, that means you have... Okay, so 32 bits is approximately 4 billion values. Let's just round it to 4 billion. So since it's signed, you have plus 2 billion and minus 2 billion seconds. So 2 billion seconds out from, you know, January 1st, 1970. Let's see, 35 million seconds in a year divided out, I think that goes to like 2030 something. So yeah, that would be about 60 something odd years. So yeah, what was that other one, like 1901 or 1904? So yeah, if you add 60-something odd years to 1970, you get 2030 something, and if you subtract the 60-something years, you get 1900 something. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I know I did a lot of rounding there. That shit fascinates me, all those bits and shit. Yeah, it fascinates me. So yeah, this got reset because the clock battery's dead, so it went back to like the default Unix time or whatever that's technically called. So, Ubuntu 10.10 for PowerPC. I'm going to throw this in the iBook. And while that does its thing, we're going to redirect our attention back to the iMac. Alright, so while the iBook subplot sits on the side, let's take a look at examples. Alright, test documents. That's good. I mean, some of these things are still similar, but a lot of this is, yeah, pretty different though. I mean, this is from, at this current date, this is from, like, what, about 10 years ago? More than 10 years ago. Oh, cool, it picks up the right click. Which is good because, you know, Apple mouse, just wanted to make sure. Welcome! No localization. Oh. Alright. We'll do English, because that's the language I know the best. Chicago. Ooh, that scrolls really smoothly. Oh, that's hot. Chihuahua? Is that Chihuahua? What? I have no idea. Ooh, dead keys. That sounds very morbid. We're gonna do USA Macintosh, because we are on a Macintosh keyboard. Alright, starting up the Partitioner. Oh yes, the nice, like, orange glossy progress bars. I like that, yes. It feels very citrusy. I would like want some OJ now. There's so much orange in here. Okay, use entire disk. Well, don't really want to do that because that's going to wipe out my Leopard and my OS 9 install. So let's try manual and f everything up. All right, let's figure this out. A lot of unknown things. I don't exactly remember why that's happening. Let's have a look. Okay, used 23,300. Out of 3234, that must be the Leopard partition. I'm guessing this is just the one that has nothing in it but that desktop folder. So, 10 gigs ought to be enough. Let's format that. I can't check the box because I probably gotta delete first. I am so gonna F this up, aren't I? Scanning for intruder, scanning for intruder, scanning for intruder. Okay, so now we have free space, which, yes, we can create a partition here. Yeah, I guess just extended 3 would be fine. Oh, we should probably have some swap. Shit, I forgot. We don't really have swap. Set the mount point. I guess we'll set this at like 9,000. Oh shit, I accidentally bumped. That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, well, it doesn't look like it made any changes. All right, let's set this to 9,000. Beginning, extended 3, / boom. And hopefully that gives me the free space of a gig left. I'll just use that for swap. That might be a bit of overkill, considering it's only a 40 gig drive. And actually, I don't know how much RAM's even on here. I don't even know the RAM on this thing. I haven't used it in so long. I guess we can just make this the swap area. That's, again, a little bit of overkill, but whatever. There can't be more than a gig of RAM in this computer. It's from 2001. I got it for I got this thing for $30 on eBay. And you'll definitely see it on Vintage Apple Vault soon. Because, ooh, I love this old iMac. The design, the swivel screen and everything, just the way you could, like, wiggle it around everywhere. Yeah. Moving forward. Okay, I clearly forgot something. No New World boot partition was found. The Yaboot bootloader requires an Apple Bootstrap partition at least... Okay, so let's see. 819 kilobytes in size using the HFS Macintosh file system. Well, we gotta fix that. So, let's... delete. Oh, no, go back. You asswipe. So I decided to undo a few things on the iMac over there. It's just loading some more stuff in the partitioner. In the meantime, I'm going to let the iBook do its thing and boot up into the live CD. Well, I love the sound of the old disk drives. You don't get that anymore. Wiki, like your favorite DJ, JJ. Okay. So here's the free space, and you might think, damn, that is a nice free space. We're gonna set this now to, okay, we're gonna go New World, an all new world thing. Whoa. Okay, the iBook over there just wanted to, like, bust into the party and be like, yo, listen to my amazing speakers. 2 megabytes, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna pray that I did that right. All right, going forward, hopefully it works. What is your name, son? My name. My keyboard's a little hard to reach. Shit. Curse the short cable. Why didn't I put the USB extender on here? Okay, I got this. Call me Ishmael. I'm just kidding. Whoa! That is an amazing sound. That's gonna be my alarm clock now. Oh, shit. Oh, f***. I just ejected and rejected, or de-injected? Okay, anyway, I had no idea the eject button would actually work on the live CD. I probably just effed everything up, but anyway. My name is Krazy Ken. Nice to meet you. Choose a password. Alligator 3, Alligator 3. We'll call it Krazy Ken Desktop. And forward. Let's... Whoa, my mouse cursor is jumping around. I want to see what the advanced menu has. Ooh. Popularity contest. I've never been good at those. Alright, install. And something should happen now? There we go. Oh, starting up the partitioner. Ah, well, I'm sure it knows what it's doing. It's a professional. Okay, I don't know why, but the disk just ejected itself while it was in the middle of formatting. Okay, I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, I seriously don't know why it did that. That was really bizarre. I don't remember that happening before. Right now, it's being weird. It's like stuck on the screen and it just ejected the CD like while it was in the middle of this. I don't know why. And it gets even weirder over here. This guy doesn't even want to turn on. Now, I saw the purple screen come up. It said Ubuntu 10.10 and then, you know, it did its thing. Nothing's even on the screen. I'm trying to like look through the Apple logo on the back. Like I don't see anything on there. It's not just the backlight that's off. The screen itself isn't even coming on. Just to add to the complexities, the Krazy Ken curse is just, you know, being mean to me when I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun. Of course it is. So, I'm gonna shut this baby down. Oh, hang on. Okay, well now I pressed a button and now the CD's going crazy. But it's not doing anything. The screen's black. I'm just gonna hard reset, or hard shut down, boot it back up. Yeah, it was being weird. Oh yeah, the backlight was on. I could tell now. Shit. Yeah, so the screen was on, it just wasn't actually showing like an interface. Really bizarre. Alright, let's try that again. Bong. Go to the boot picker. There's our little penguin friend. Good old Tux. Alright, click, enter. Or return, excuse me. And there we go, Ubuntu 10.10. So like, that's exactly what happened last time, but then after this went away, the screen just went black. So we're gonna try it again. And now we're gonna deal with the iMac. Yeah, it's like having two misbehaving children. Yeah, I'm still not sure what caused the CD to eject while it was partitioning, but it is hung. Like, nothing's happening. So I'm gonna try to... Oh, that's f***ing great. Okay, I Control-Alt-Delete it. I seriously have no idea what the f*** I just did. What's a squash file system? Whoa, I've never seen that before. Yeah, okay, well that was something. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but maybe I should have. At this point, I really don't care. I just want to get it working. Like in the good old days. Okay, so while the iMac is just doing its thing, we got a desktop. Yeah, with a cursor. Oh man, it actually doesn't look too bad on this old G4. That's cool. All right, so let's take a look at the Wi-Fi thing here. I'm guessing it doesn't have a driver. Device not ready, firmware missing. No, that makes sense. I may have to manually transfer a driver over to get the Wi-Fi working on here, but I know it has an antenna in here because it works in macOS. So, first, let's just install shit. Okay, I can already feel this going way smoother than the iMac G4. So yeah, I don't want to erase the entire disk because I do have a leopard partition on here, so I'm going to split the disk up. Oh, balls and wieners. I forgot. I don't really have a partition for Linux. Can I resize this? Probably not. I'm going to have to do that inside the Mac operating system, I bet. Because I don't want to delete this. Well, do I even have anything on here? I probably can't mount this in here, I bet. Shit. I'm gonna have to do some resizing inside of the macOS before I do a Linux installation because I don't want to risk wiping out the whole disk. So, hey, roadblocks, no big deal. We'll come back to this later. I'm gonna reboot it. We're gonna go back to this stubborn iMac. Something is definitely not right. This iMac has been doing this for about 5 minutes. So, hard reset? I think so. Sorry, iMac. Nothing personal. It's like you're strangling it. Ugh. I'll boot up the iBook while I'm at it. Back into macOS. Well, I hope it's not too complicated to follow these two plot lines. Just think of it like one of those, sitcoms where there's like 3 different plots going on at once. Yeah, because everybody loves that. It's almost like we're having a mini race. Except it was totally unfair because I started them at different times. And that one's got the snow leopard wallpaper, which is probably my favorite Apple desktop wallpaper they ever made. But I meant to actually boot that computer into Linux, so I'm gonna have to restart that again. Oh, man, I'm losing it. I can't keep track of these 2 computers at once. Oh, I should have read my contract. I'm never doing a dual installation sensation again. All right, I'm gonna throw that back into Linux and this into disk utility. So let's make a partition for like a Linux playground, just to experiment with Linux. I should be able to just do this. We're gonna add Linux, resize OS 10, boom. That should be simple, that should just work, and we'll all be happy. I miss the barber pole. I really do. Well, your attitude appears to be wrong, Mr. Ubuntu. Fine, we'll adjust the clock, and then you better leave me alone. Yeah, the hard drive could be effed up now, because it was like 5% of the way through a formatting operation, and then like everything just locked up, so I could have effed up the whole thing. Alright, well this is fascinating. It looks like it detected something. The resize operation may take a long time. Yeah, you don't say. No, give me... ass wipe! Okay, fine. We'll go back to manual mode. I really don't even want to read that anymore. F you, bitch! Manual. What the shit? I want manual. Yeah, why did it take me like 3 clicks to make that work? Don't be a dick to me. I got enough going on. Come on, man, just work. I know you can do it. Do you want to return to the partition? Has not been marked for formatting. Yeah, anything under HDA 9, yeah, that's fine. That's an empty partition. It should be. My name is Krazy Ken. All right, theoretically, this should just work, right? Install. So now it's going to do the formatting and hopefully not eject the CD on me, because it did that last time, which was stupid. All right, while it's doing that, let's take a look at the iBook. So I took a quick browse of the applications just to see if I had any like special programs installed, just in case I had to erase everything. And the funny thing is, apparently the previous owner had 2005 World Book on here, which is I think that's kind of funny because a viewer was actually just asking me about that for a Krazy Ken episode, I think. And it's like, hey, it's on here. So, cool, that's cool. I mean, honestly, there's really not much on here, not much that I mean, I could just reinstall this stuff. It sounds like the disk is doing something, but yeah, this has been going on for a long time. Yeah, so I don't even know if it's working. But I know something that is working over there. But before that, I just want to call out one thing. Matt should a CD? I didn't need to know that, Matt. Keep that to yourself. But yes, JDs and Lentilman, this is now installing. So yeah, I think we did everything right last time, but something ejected the disk and effed it all up. So it's working now, copying files, sweet. Now I guess it's just a waiting game because both computers are trying to load shit. All right, let's play Yahtzee or Sudoku or something. Okay, so status update. This is still copying. Fantastic, looks good. This is still modifying the partition map. Again, it sounds like the hard drive is doing something, but we've been stuck here for a long time, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to really get Linux on here, because to be honest, I don't really know if I want to erase everything that's on here right now. I might, but I have another backup plan. This might turn into a triple installation sensation because I have this Mac Mini, which could potentially act as a router for that iMac. Let me explain. If I take the Mac Mini, which doesn't have Mac OS on it right now, and I install Mac OS on it, I can use the internet sharing feature to use the Wi-Fi inside of here, output it through Ethernet, and then into that iMac, and hopefully it just picks it up as a wired network and then connects to the internet. Here is the catch. In the layer, I only have one Ethernet cable and it is currently connected to the router. So I need to yank the Ethernet cable from that router, thus destroying access to Wi-Fi all over. So now it's like, well, what's the point? I have no Wi-Fi. Well, I have a cellular mobile, and somehow I am able to get service 10 stories underground. So, here's what I'll do. I will take a cellular signal from the cell tower into my phone. I will turn the hotspot onto my phone and send the cellular data over Wi-Fi to the Mac Mini. I will then have the internet sharing feature in Mac OS take the Wi-Fi, transfer it over Ethernet into this iMac, running Ubuntu for PowerPC, and possibly, just possibly, through all of those stages of conversion technology, we'll get this 2001 machine on the internet with Linux, Ubuntu 8.04, or Ubuntu Linux, however you want to say it. So yes, multiple stages, lots of points for failure, but I wanted to get some PowerPC Linux installation online today, and that doesn't have a Wi-Fi card in it, and this thing is being naughty. So we may have to go to a triple installation sensation and then unify it down to a singular installation sensation to bring the universe back into balance. Did you get all that? Were you taking notes? Because that is probably what's going to have to happen if this doesn't start doing something soon. Whew, that was a lot. I need a drink. Well, gotta get the Mac Mini all set up with this here monitor because currently it's headless and I won't be able to interface with it properly. Alright, power. This will be for the monitor. Fantastic. Man, this is the most crowded this table's ever been. Holy bazonkers. Video. We need video. Alright, where can I get some video at this hour? Aha, here we go. More conversion technology. So, we'll be coming out of the Mac Mini with HDMI and converting to DVI. Now I just need to get power to the Mac Mini. And I'm at a bit of an impasse. I think I am out of extension cords. This really is turning into a multi-step, overcomplicated retrofitting. But hey, sometimes that's what retrofitting requires. That's kind of what makes it fun. Oh yeah, that cord is a little tight. That's as good as it's gonna get for now. Okay, that's all hooked up. It's just like a rat's nest / death trap of cords. So, you know, if you're going to walk through here, you might fall and die. So, this looks like the installation is complete, though, so that's bueno. I'm actually going to, yoink, steal your keyboard for a sec and plug it into the Mac Mini, because I need to get this thing into a recovery mode and get the Mac OS back on here. Alright, so I'm throwing this into internet recovery because from our past experiments with, I think, Linux Mint, that we did on this computer, we don't have any other system software, or excuse me, operating system. Some people say I'm too old, I guess, because I say system software, but whatever. Yeah, there's no other operating systems on here, just a broken version of Mint. So we need to clean the disk and put a fresh new copy of macOS on here. But if you want to check out those experiments, you can check them out right there. Lots of fun. So now while this is going into recovery mode, let's get that thing rebooted. Yoink! Stole your keyboard. Because I'm a rebel. Restart now. It looks like the volume is showing up. Yep, there we go. We have a CD and a hard drive icon. That's a good start. Ah, shit! Nice and toasty. Nothing like a warm CD, right? And then return. Sweet! Oh yeah! Psychedelic colors! Well, it looks like it's booting. The colors are effed up, but it's doing something. Okay, while that loads, let's take a look at recovery mode for the Quasi router / Mac Mini. I have just inserted this beautiful Belkin product. All right, we'll use English. Given, oh yeah, Linen, yeah. Mountain Lion is going to be the system on here now, but that's okay, because Mountain Lion has the functionality we need to do the internet sharing. No big deal. But first, let's make sure the partition table is reset back to just one single HFS plus J volume. So you can see we have a couple leftover things from our Linux system. This was probably extended 3, and then here we have Linux swap. Whoa! Bongos! Donkey Kong's in the house. All right, we'll get back to that later. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Linux swap, and then this was probably the extended file system thing for, I think Linux Mint was on here. So let's just go to the disk, partition. We'll just do one partition and apply. That shouldn't take too long. Partition complete. Look at how easy that is. All right, and now we're gonna do reinstall macOS 10, Untitled 1, install. Oh, I didn't need to sign in at all. Well, isn't that convenient? And there we go. We are now reinstalling Mountain Lion, so this computer can finally have a Macintosh system back on it. It hasn't had that in a while. Okay, let's switch back to the iMac. I do apologize that the screen is a little wonky with the Dutch angle, but it is a little bit broken, so it doesn't actually stay perfectly horizontal. And in the corner here, we'll just like have the Mountain Lion stalk us, just to keep track of that over there. All right, Ubuntu, do your thing. I mean, at least it sounds like the sound is working. That's a good start. Hey, the menu bar animated in, or the panel, excuse me. This is a menu bar. This is a panel. Any questions? Yep, about panels. There you go. There's your proof, bitch. GNOME panel 22222222222. Linux for human beings. I'm one of those. Thank you for your Linux in... Oh yes, Hardy Heron. That's right. The PowerPC version too. So while that's installing, let's just, fiddle around a little bit. What do we got on here? Yep, we got Evolution, OpenOffice, the word processor, spreadsheet, presentation, the interwebs, graphics, GIMP. We got GIMP, got FSpot. Ooh, games. Ooh, I love blackjack. Oh, hey, Sudoku. We were talking about that earlier. We may have to play some Sudoku, although I suck at it. Tomboy Notes. I always thought that was an interesting name. Computing Basic Strategy. All right. That's good to know. We're at 14. Click to deal another card. Okay. Well, let's see. How do I bet here? They busted. I win. Oh, yay. I have no idea how much I actually bet, though. I really don't. But I won. And that's all that's important. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to hit there. 21, bitch. 2 in a row. Let's do that again. 12. Yes. I, too, like to live dangerously. I'm just kidding. I'm going to hit. Oh, I busted. And they got 16, so they stopped there. House 1. Okay, well, that was fascinating. And we did some gambling. Cool. Let's customize it up. Let's see. I'm going to delete this panel. Bum, bum, bum. And then I'm going to go to Properties here. And I'm going to put it on the bottom because I'm a rebel. And I'm going to make it bigger. That's way too fucking big. Ooh, span. So I can make it... Yeah, that feels kind of Mac OS-y now. I'm going to do that. Background. Ooh, I love this. I'm going to do... I got to do it. I know everything's orange, but ooh, I can change that. Let's see. 4860 AC, I think it is. Well, that didn't work. 4860 AC. Oh, I guess I can't type in the hex code. Well, butter my biscuits. Anyway, that's one of our brand colors, so that's why I was trying to get around there. Anyway, it's dark now, and I like dark. Oh, get out of my face. Get out of my face. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is actually running like pretty damn smooth. Oh, I mean, it doesn't render the transparency down there. I don't know if that's probably just because of the old graphics in here, or if that actually is a limitation of the older OS. But yes, I mean, this is an older system, PowerPC. The system came out 7 years before this version of Linux even came out, and it's running okay. Let's, well, now that I deleted that other menu, that's a bit of a problem. So, yeah, let's add something to the panel. And then I should be able to go to my menu. Fantastic. That's really all I wanted. Fun for everyone. Appearance. Oh, yes. All of our awesome themes. Crux. Crux looks kind of cool. Oh, yeah. I remember this when you had the, like, 3 tiers. Did they do that now anymore? I mean, I know there's, like, other DEs and compositors and shit, but, yeah, I don't know if they do the little 3-tier thing anymore. I remember this. Yeah, let's crank it all the way up. I doubt it's going to work. It's probably going to go like, your system is way too frickin' old, you piece of shit. What do you want from me? I can't render all this. Yeah. Let's try normal. Yeah. Okay, well, now we have it customized a little bit. Yeah, I'm just going to clean some other things up here. That looks pretty Gucci. We don't really need mail, though. Don't really need help. I mean, we all need help, but... there we go. I feel like this should be... Oh, I just got rid of fire. Whatever. I'll just have the menu here. Keep it simple. There we go. This is actually pretty cool to see a Linux desktop, but with the Apple hardware design. Yeah, we can just show Linux off with the swivel display here, or we can hunker down with the spreadsheet, tilt that screen up, work inside of GIMP, swivel it around, show off our awesome open office documents to people. I'm just kidding. But anyway, no, it's cool to see the Linux software on Apple hardware like this. As for this leopard thing, I'm gonna call that one a loss. I don't think it's gonna work. It's not resizing. I don't really want to wipe out the drive, but I think our other solution will be fine. So I think it's okay if we let go of this particular computer. And that bong you just heard was the Mac Mini rebooting. Oh, voiceover. Stop. Shush. Oh. I don't have a keyboard plugged in. I can't really do anything. Oh, shut up, voiceover. I don't need you now. Please. You're like a revolutionary accessibility feature, but I don't need you right now, but thank you. Anyway, the thing that makes me uncomfortable with this is I don't like to abort these operations because I don't want to F up the disk, but it looks like nothing is happening, like at all. I mean, we can check the disk activity, but I've done this kind of stuff on older computers before, and it has not taken this long, so something is wrong. But again, this was owned by someone else. There could be some barnacles and crust on here. Okay. Whoa, that changes things. The CPU is like at max percentage here. So it's doing something. Disk activity? It's, doesn't look like it's doing much. Wait, report crash. Report crash is using 61%? What? Did something crash in the background? Oh, and I have MAME open. Oh yeah, that's probably not doing anything useful. Get out of here. But yeah, report crash is apparently doing something in the background. Yeah, something's not right. Disk utility is really not doing anything. The disk activity is really low with very intermittent spikes. Something got screwed up. So, report crash is now gone. Oh, nope, it's back. What the shit? That's weird. Okay, disk utility. I'm just going to have to quit you. Yep, it's going to want my attention now. I'm just going to quit. It's not working, man. So, yep, again, I'm just going to ignore this one for now. We're just going to focus on the iMac and try to reel it all back in. It was worth a shot. But for now, I'm going to shut this one down. Let's go take a look at the Mac Mini as we get that as we continue setting that up as the router, if you will. Goodbye, Leopard. Let's get this set up. Start using your Mac today. Boom. You're welcome. Ah, the nice zoom animation, the Galaxy. Ooh, this is bringing back some nostalgia. Look at that. The old glassy dock. Beautiful. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to take my phone, my cellular mobile, and I am going to go to, running iOS 12, by the way, yes. Make sure the personal hotspot is on, which it is. Hopefully, this should be able to connect to it. I have a bad feeling it's not going to be able to connect to it. Oh, no, it is. Shit, that's right. Oh, cool. It even has the hotspot icon. Sweet. Okay, we'll save that for later. The other thing I need to set up, though, is internet sharing, which is right here. Perfect. Ethernet. Because this Mac Mini still has Ethernet on it, which is cool. So I'm going to internet share from Wi-Fi, which will soon be my hotspot. Man, I haven't used this feature in forever, but I will tell you what, it's pretty useful in situations like this, especially. So now internet sharing is on through the Ethernet. Perfect. Now I just need to hijack an Ethernet cord. And to do that, I need to steal the one and only Ethernet cable I know of from the Wi-Fi router, thus shutting down access to internet all over the Asylum complex. So, I'm gonna have to be quick about it. Okay, looks like everything is hooked up to this base station here. Let's just get the USB out of the way. There we go. Now the Ethernet. Give it a little jiggle, it's a little stuck. Oh, is it time for tacos? No, wait, it's not time for tacos. Come on, focus, focus. And got it. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh boy! Oh, they're after me! Oh shit! Oh, they're after me! But I got it! I got it! Oh shit! Here they come! Oh, you want a piece of this? You want a piece of this? Whew. Okay. I think that's all of them. Ah! Oh, just die already! Man! Oh, robo-dogs. You don't wanna mess with them. Okay. Think scan and assess. Okay, think that's them all. Okay. Whew, man. It was just an Ethernet cable. But it's now ours. So we shall continue with our experiment. I'm going to take our Ethernet, plug it into the Mini, and now into the iMac. There we go. And now we just got to make sure the hotspot's configured. Back to the system preferences. I'm getting a whopping 3G signal right now, so this might be a little sluggish. But again, 10 stories. So, go to the network. Ethernet's connected, fantastic. Wi-Fi's connected. That's not possible though, because the router, that can't work. The router has no access to the modem. It's connected to the Wi-Fi, but it's not gonna be able to pull up anything. Yeah, there's no way. It's not gonna work. Yeah, let's switch to the iPhone. Let's see if it can get an IP address. Ethernet connected, Wi-Fi connected, and internet sharing should be on. So, if my calculations are correct, I didn't really factor in driver support, but assuming that the Ethernet driver on that version of Ubuntu on that older iMac is functioning, we should be able to get that thing online. Grand finale. Let's have a look. Waking up the computer. Let's go to network. Internet. Kill the video star. I probably shouldn't sing that. Sorry about the moire pattern on the screen. Oops. All right, I'm loading up Firefox, and let's go to one of my favorite websites, thecomputerclan.com. Page load error. Well, it detected we have the network. Oh, connect to. Oh. Wait, what the peep? What the shit? Okay, so I just did a little test here. I unplugged the Ethernet, and then it does disappear from the menu. So it does detect that it's connecting to something, but there's something else not right. Hang on, I'm trying to plug this sucker back in without looking at it. All right, let's give it a sec. Okay, it already started spinning, doing its thing. Reopen the menu, and then there it is. It says wired network. I don't know if this is even relevant to what we're doing. So yeah, I mean, it detects that I have something plugged in, but it's not granting us access to anything. So maybe the internet sharing is not compatible with this older computer or this older version of Linux. Ooh, that's interesting. Wired connection with roaming mode on doesn't do anything. Roaming mode off with a static IP address with the IP addresses from the computer, the Mac Mini, also don't do anything. Yeah, it seems like I exhausted all those options. I'm a little stuck. Well, this is awkward. And those agents are probably going to want that Ethernet cable back real soon, so I don't have a lot of time. So here's the deal. We got the system installed. That was the main goal. I'm calling that a win. However, I had a stretch goal. I wanted to get this thing online. I'm calling that a loss. So right now, we're kind of at a bit of a stalemate. Oh, crap. They're already coming. Okay. I gotta be quick. Okay. If If you see this and you have an idea on how to maybe fix this and get this working, let me know and I will try it again in a future tech video log if I'm alive. Good, awesome. Thank you in advance for helping me out. Crap, they're gonna catch me. Oh, speaking of catching me, wait, no they won't, I'll get away. But speaking of catching, catch the crazy and pass it on. I hope I make it out of this alive.